Hi everybody, Lori here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be a part of the Good Luck Charm release blog hop with Simon Says Stamp and have a fun project to share with you using several of these Good Luck Charm release products. Starting with the Chinese Lantern Stem Die, a gorgeous, intricate, detailed die. I'm going to die cut it into some Stardust cardstock. This is by Concord 9th. I love this shade of green. It's almost like an orangey green cardstock. And I like to use my retractable needle tool to pop out all the little innards of the lantern. And then I'm going to fill in with some shades. I want to show you a pick that I use for inspiration. Okay, I saw this when I Googled Chinese lantern plant or flower, and I about fell off my chair when I saw all those different rainbow colors of lantern blooms, pouches, pods. I don't know what you call them. Let's call them lanterns. Okay, so there's the solid little lantern that goes with the detail lantern. So each one of the solid, I'm going to die cut with solid color cardstock. This is Simon Says Stamp cardstock, Schoolhouse Red. And then I'm going to do a couple out of lipstick red. And you just have to figure out which little lantern, solid lantern, goes with which look, because they're all kind of different sizes, but it's easy to match up, and it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, later when I adhere this all together, I kind of offset them just for added interest, and then a little bit of orange, and at the top a little bit of yellow. Okay, so now for the background, I wanted to add a bit of detail, but I wasn't sure, didn't want anything too distracting, so I have the new layered confetti stencil set. And this stencil gives you 3 different sizes of confetti that you can layer up. But I'm just going to use the smallest one just for a simple pattern background. So my cardstock is ivory, and I'm taping this on the back side to hold it steady. Flip it over, and I'm going to blend with, what is this called? Antique linen. This is Distress ink. So I'm doing antique linen on ivory with a very light hand. So it's kind of a tone on tone, very subtle dotted background. These are the kind of, like, I wish I had pattern paper like this, very subtle tone on tone in creams and grays. These are my kind of favorite types of backgrounds that give you that little bit of detail, but it doesn't compete and it's not too distracting and it's just soft and subtle. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere the Chinese lantern die cut. I'm using some Barely Arts glue, and I'm only putting the glue on the stem. I'm leaving all the little lantern and the leaves to hang freely in the wind. Okay, so I barely lay that down, and I use my acrylic block just to give it a little bit of weight. And then I'll put a little glue on each one of those solid lanterns and slip them in. Now I want this to be a little bit offset. I don't want it to fit perfectly under there, although you could. But I like that bit of quirkiness when you offset it. It's like you're purposefully not trying to be perfect. It always looks good when you purposefully try to not look perfect. But when you're trying to look perfect and then it looks janky, that's why you want to try to do it on purpose. That's what I say. Fake it till you make it. And this retractable needle tool helps me all the way along. I have a few tools that never leave my desktop. My retractable needle tool, my Teflon bone folder. I actually have panic attacks if I can't find my Teflon. And you know what else never leaves? My adhesive eraser. Oh yes, those 3 things. I put some foam tape on the back of this ivory panel, popping it up on a white card base. And then now for a sentiment, I'm keeping it simple using one of these reverse well wishes. These are by Kathy Zilski, and I'm using a sentiment label die to cut her out. Speaking of Kathy Zilski, I don't know if you noticed the fingernails. She's got me going on the Olive and June. I'm trying. I'm getting better. And I'm, what's this called? I believe it's called Hot Strawberry, this color. I love it. It's a great bubblegum. I just, you know what I want to try? You ever seen these manicures where they do each fingernail a different color, but they're all kind of in the same color family? I might try that one of these days. Never thought I'd get into the fingernail polish, but you know what I'm working on is a nailfie. You know what a nailfie is? It's when you take a selfie of your manicure, a nailfie. And I'm trying to do that. Okay, embellishments. Let's talk about it. Over the edge rainbow, pouring them in the new triangle trays. Okay? You probably have all had triangle trays. They've been around for a long time. I personally never had one. And let me tell you what, it is a game changer to pour your little embellishments in the triangle tray. Who knew? You probably all knew, except for me. But this one's cute because it's got the Simon Says Stamp paw print logo on it. And these are the new over-the-edge sequins. So here this card is finished. A little bit of bling here and there. A Be Well sentiment right in the middle. Let me show you how you pop these right back in with the triangle tray. Bada boom, bada bing. Except for there's one left over. No biggie. Normally I have embellishments all over my work surface, and I'm trying to rifle them onto a piece of scrap paper, and I make a hot mess. But this card is finished. Make sure and check out the rest of the Good Luck Charm release blog hop with Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.